Say what? Hello.
What?
Oh, you said it. I wasn't even going to let you say it, but you said it.
Where's the so-called cat? Where's the so-called cat?
Have a look in the corner, bottom right corner of my screen, right? This evil fucking cat, right? I have spent the last 15 minutes trying to get rid of this little bastard, right?
Is that a cat? I can't
It's
hardly
like
tell from here.
it's like a weird little green cat thing. And
Oh.
it will not leave me. It will not leave me alone. I'm not. It says that I'm chilling, and I am not chilling right now. I'll tell you that much. Hello, Baker Me. I may have got slightly over.
I'm really stressed.
Yeah, a little bit over the top there. I didn't even get a chance to do like. Normally, I do like a little thing in the chat for post sanity and stuff like that. You know, welcoming people in. I didn't get a chance to do that. Hold on. Let's do that now. Hello. There you go. That's all you're getting. Oh, anywho. Hello, everybody. The madness has begun. Well, it's continued. Let's be honest. Thank you for joining us. Oh my goodness, what a day. What a week. Good. Jesus Christ. First things first. What, David, are you doing with your upcoming bank holiday?
Probably working.
Oh, come on now.
I work every day.
Nah, I don't believe you. I think you're lying.
Cool.
Don't you lie to me. I'm not surprised, to be honest. It sounds like you're pretty crazy up there. Josh is caught in it. Oh, yes, of course. It's vote day as well today, David. Is that for you up in Scotland as well?
I wouldn't know. I've been working.
I
I don't know what's going around me most of the times. I'm just in a blur.
Yeah, I will say I did manage to vote because I'm a good boy. I got a sticker. No, actually, I don't give out stickers anymore. I don't know what that's about. Just because I'm in my mid-30s, I still want a sticker. No, all right then.
That's funny. I didn't get my sticker. Yeah. I voted. I want my sticker now.
But yeah, I did manage to go. Funnily enough, I went with my mum, who always comes with me. We always do it together. And then for the first time, I think ever in his life, my dad came as well. Ooh. And that was quite funny because he just doesn't care about that sort of stuff. Like he's in his own little world. He likes to do his own thing, and that's fair enough. That is what it is. But he could not believe that there was a man named Count Binface who is on the ballot, and he was well happy about it.
What is this like? When people voted for Harambe for president.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like it's a joke vote, yeah. Pretty much, it's like if kind of voting for the monster raving loony pie, except for I feel like Bin Face actually stands for more. So, yeah, but
unfortunate,
yeah, but yeah, that was quite funny. That was quite funny. In fact, he took longer to vote than I think any person has ever taken to vote. He really stood there and thought about it. Whilst I was just went, done, right, go.
The UK has been facing a lot of problems. There we go. That's where they got it, right? Right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Now, Baker, I agree. If you don't vote, you shouldn't complain. I certainly agree with you, although I do love a bit of complaining. And Baker Me, I am going to say as well, I will not divulge who I voted for, but I probably can say it wasn't Binface. On this one occasion. I have, genuinely, in a past vote, I have voted Monster Raving Loony, because I thought it was hilarious. So, and they didn't even get in. I can't believe it.
Oh.
I know. I felt let down. But yeah, certainly agree with that. Yeah, I don't know if it's the same up in Scotland. I got to say, I don't. Your elections must be different. Thinking about it, to be honest, so maybe it's not quite the same.
I think I'm not 100% sure. I've not been keeping up with it recently, but I know what the past. Unless we've already, I think we've already. It was that long ago we had ours.
Oh really? Oh
Because you had the Greens and S&P.
They did a little link up, didn't they?
Yeah, they did a little, but they've actually packed the Greens to the side now. They're just like, we don't need you anymore.
I've heard about this. Yeah, it's very naughty, very naughty.
Politics, isn't it? It's politics, isn't it? So we got you. We used you so we could get through. Now, bye. Classic politics move. Classic.
That's the Scottish for you. You think they're friendly, and then all of a sudden,
Pick a windy, you're leaving.
Yeah. That's it, Baker Meat. So I won't lie, Baker Meat. I did vote, as I say. I wasn't quite sure what I was voting for. One of them I know was the Mayor of London, and I knew that one. The rest of them, I was like, okay, what's this stuff? London Assembly. I assume that's where you all pack into a hall and you listen to a head teacher, but I don't know.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's a big school assembly.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh god. But yeah, I had no idea what the other ones were. They were all different colours though, and I thought it'd be quite funny to make a joke.
So you picked your favourite colour, did you?
Well, I thought it would be. So it's 3 different ballot papers you had to fill in, so it's 3 different things. Yeah. And I thought it would be funny to make a joke about being colourblind, and it didn't go down very well. I think they'd been working there since like early this morning, and they were just like, they were not.
Oh, they would have done.
It was just stone faced the entire time. I was like, yeah.
You're probably the 100th person to say that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I see. After the first one, you're like, shut up now.
I find that like at work when we have our like one-liners and stuff. We tell jokes right when we're doing stuff. And sometimes it lands, sometimes it's the material doesn't change, it's the people. And some people are just like, just let us in now, please.
Yeah.
It's like, God, I thought you're here to have fun. Jesus fucking Christ. My God.
You thought wrong.
I was wrong. I was terribly wrong.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
That one on that.
Yeah, I know. Well, fortunately, we are surrounded by people who have the same sense of humour as us today, because they have somehow managed to join us for this craziness.
Yes.
I know what I was going to talk about. Now, Now, I think it was Baker Ma who mentioned it to me, and I have been on the lookout, all right? Kit Kat cereal, all right?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So...
What? No, say it again. I didn't hear it.
So, Baker Me...
What cereal?
A Kit Kat cereal.
Oh!
Kit Kat cereal. So, Baker Me, you said about Sanctuary news. I suspect, I don't know, David, if you have Sanctuary news. But should we come back to that in a second?
Can do.
Yeah, I don't know about this, by the way. So this will be announced to me as well. But yes, more importantly, Kit Kat cereal. I have been trolling through trolling. Trawling?
Who are you trolling?
Looking through many a.
Hey, shit, where's the cereal at?
Many a cereal aisle, and by many I mean 2, in my local Sainsbury's and my local Co-op, and I haven't seen them yet. But I promise, when I find them, I am going to purchase them, and I will do a live unboxing and eating on stream, because
I mean, Amazon probably has it, right?
Oh yeah, actually that's
Amazon has everything.
That's true. Yeah. Yes, I shall give it a go, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get Ben to join in as well, seeing as he's usually like next door. So
yeah, weird that.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So apologies for Ben, by the way. He's finished off some work stuff, and then he's buggering off for a while. So
slacker. Yeah,
I know, right? Yeah, it's all right for some, isn't it? Oh dear. Right. I want to hear this news about Sanctuary. The floor is yours.
Oh, the floor is mine.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been slight updates on it because they keep changing minds. Get like when I'm working with these programmers, so we're going to be doing Camden Fringe.
Oh.
Yes, so we'll be coming down to London to do Sanctuary again,
Mhm.
but this time rather than we obviously did the first show in the Camberwell area, you know, like obviously you came to the Longfield one, but we also did the Blue Elephant, so we're coming back. It'll be 2 years since we did that one.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was end of 2022. So,
Oh my god.
well, it'll be almost 2 years because it'll be in the summer. No, actually, it'll be August. Oh yeah, no, it'll be like pretty much 2 years almost.
Wow.
Because we did it in September, so we're just a month earlier, so 11 months. But it was going to be 2 dates. Now it's going to be one because I did mention to them like, we're dancers. We need dance floor in the first meeting, and then obviously this got forgotten by them after I talked to their tech person on Tuesday. Because they've got a dual organizing program. They kept moving the dates around on me all the time, and I was like, I'm trying to, and then we got eventually to the 19th and 20th, and then they were just like, oh yeah, sorry, oh yeah, dancers need dance floor. I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
So now it's just going to be the 20th, I think. So it's just one date now. So, but it's 220 seats, and we're going to be doing it in the round, which is slightly different from how you guys experienced it end on, just like theater style. It's going to be in the round.
Wow.
So slightly different configuration. So more on that coming soon, because I need to basically just send an email saying, fine, we'll just do one date, because they need to fit the floor down, but they have no other time to do it. So I'm just like, what? Fine. But, I mean, we need to sell 220 seats compared to previously, which is a lot more. A bit higher ask, but, we're going to push it because we've definitely got a longer lead-in as well now.
Yeah.
And also we're going to get support through doing stuff through Fringe itself, but also through the venue itself. So the capacity, and for it being a family-friendly show, we've got time on our side now. We would have sold out, like, say, the Blue Elephant Theatre, which was the other venue that we did back in. So, so we had, what was it? We had 20, and then we had nearly 40. Yeah, we had a good, like, what was it? Between 60 to 80 people the last time. So, that was back 2 years ago. We're building up since then. We're building more. Also, I don't know if I've mentioned this on stream. EQ Dansko is now a CIC.
I know exactly what that means.
Yes, I know. I have found that nobody knows what this means. Like, even people who work in this, like, when people ask me about certain things when I talk to organizations.
You're an ITV,
very few
yes.
people who do it. Yes. So it's a former non-profit. It's a community interest company. So we've become a non-profit effectively.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
I mean, I've done all the paperwork. We've not started an official trading day yet. Like, we've not officially put that in because I'm waiting until gigs. So Camden Fringe will be the first time we'll be a CIC. Well, I say that. But I'm actually, the company's also going to be doing Edinburgh Fringe, but not Sanctuary. We're going to be doing something else. Fringing. I'm fringing. I'm on the fringe.
That's amazing. Brilliant.
So yeah, doing a lot of that this year. A lot of firsts.
That's awesome. Have you ever played in Camden Fringe before?
Nope.
No, not done that one. Have you? I feel like have you done?
I've attended both of these fringes.
Yeah. I feel like, have you actually done Edinburgh Fringe? I feel like you told me you
No.
did. No. Oh, you went to one.
No,
didn't you? You went to one.
I've been to Edinburgh Fringe a couple of times for a couple of things, but this time, first time actually performing with something I've made.
Wow.
So yeah, it's going to be a new solo work called. It's going to be like a stand-up dance theater thing. It's called Me and My Dyslexia. It's about neurodiversity and mental health. I'm using comedy to talk about difficult things. In this case, neurodiversity. So I've got Renzi in June. So the thing we're doing at Edinburgh Fringe is like a work in progress thing that we've done biannually, organically, called Love Your Work. We did like online during the pandemic, which Josh helped run for the tech side, like basically using Streamlabs that we're using now. And also I did a live version of this with London Studio Centre. In 2022? Yeah, it was 2022 I did that as well. I did that all around when we were doing the dates when we're doing Sanctuary as well. So I did a lot during that end part of that year show.
That is
And
mad.
now back in 2024, so taking the work in progress version of me and my dyslexia, and another work from me and a colleague have made together. That's not EQ work, but it's something separate from EQ. So
okay,
but it's a very comedy, well-being theme to it.
okay.
So this iteration, and it's the first time we're doing multiple runs in Edinburgh Fringe. We're doing a 6-day run.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So smaller scale than Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
Both works about 30 minutes. So I mean, basically, I'll be doing an hour.
Okay.
Back, so that's going to be interesting. So yeah, it's a lot. So,
Wow. Oh my god.
yeah,
I mean-
and I might be getting at my own little studio space as
Yeah.
well. So I've been doing a lot of things behind the scenes that I've not openly talked about till now. So
Mate, well done. Fantastic.
yeah, I mean, now I just need money.
Yeah.
So I mean, way I budgeted everything. Right, it'll be fine. But it's yeah. But yeah, that's I feel like I've done a big EQ update.
So cool.
But yeah.
But the thing is, I want to just make Fringe jokes for a while, but I genuinely
You
can't
can.
because it's actually very impressive, and I want to give you your dues because man, that's pretty bloody cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, wait till I've done it first.
Yeah, I know, but to be able to get to a point where you can have that chance, it shows how well things are growing, and that is a tough thing to do. To like you're heading it up, you're the guy on, Sorry, now I'm trying to make you nervous. It's got your name all over it. If it goes wrong, it's your fault. No.
I mean, to be honest, let's be honest. It's always like whenever I've put these things on, it is
Yeah.
though. When you're a leader, it's all on you. Like it doesn't matter who in your company might screw up or something. You're in charge. Like, and you can't be pinning it on your people. You've got to, regardless if it is them that made the problem. It's like, well, I should have maybe facilitated something to make sure that hadn't happened, or
that's it. The buck stops with you, absolutely. But the plaudits stop with you as well. And I mean, to get to that point, honestly, you should be really, really proud of yourself. I know you'll be crapping it until it's done, but honestly, I think it would be something you can look back on and be incredibly proud of because that's freaking cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, like having done this for a couple of years now, like executing these things is actually not necessarily the difficult part. It always comes down to the selling. Like any kind of business, is selling, is trying to part people with their hard-earned cash, which is always in the end the most difficult thing to do on the planet.
Yeah.
So.
That's true. But I mean, I assume they do the price points and all that stuff, but it's for you to sort of advertise and try and get that out.
Yeah, it's like a negotiation almost. Like, this is what I want. It's like, well, that might be too much, and we don't think the people who usually come to our venue can afford that.
Okay.
Or it's the other way around. Like, I want to try and make it more affordable, but the venue's like, look, we need to charge a bit more for our needs. Yeah. So it's yeah,
give and take, isn't it? And trying to find the right way to do it. But yeah, very cool. Same.
I go get.
Sorry, I was going to ask, same people, or is it changing up a bit?
No, I mean, this is the thing as well. Like, one of the guys is Alice. Congrats to that. I mean, they ended up getting a year contract with a different dance company. So amazing. So I'm not gonna. We're still project by project. One of the things I'm trying to do at the moment is try and make things a bit more consistent. So even if it's like, and one of the reasons I wanted to become a CIC, so if I get some organization and community funding, I can fund myself to just do stuff, because usually all the stuff I'm doing is unpaid, like all the application writing. Whereas if I can get some consistency in my life, like basically do this full time and be paid, then that allows me to pursue other things. It means I can bring more people on. because at least I don't have to worry about myself. This is the main thing. And then I can maybe employ someone part-time and stuff like this and really start to grow it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hi.
Well, oh, mate. Yeah. Brilliant. Go for it. That's the thing
will.
you got to do, haven't you? Good man.
Yeah, I got a good deal on Camden Fringe as well. Like, it's because you're only doing an hour. You're only actually paying for the hour.
Ooh, well, that's all right.
So it's not, you're not doing a full day hire because they're offsetting it with all the other shows that are happening throughout the day. It's not even just, you know, you'll maybe get, so there might be sometimes something in the morning. I don't know what it's going to be in my case, but we'll get in the afternoon tech and then straight into the evening performance and it's done, right? So, but you'll get some people are, you know, depending, it really depends because I don't know how their program works. It'll all come out soon. Anyway, so you'll be able to see us on the website and everything.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
And I assume it's Mr. Josh as well is also involved.
Yeah, he's wanted to get involved. We'll probably get involved in the main rehearsal week. So I'm still kind of drafting stuff. I'm still waiting to. I've not had the contract yet. So, because they've changed it again on me, like sent 19/20th. It's going to be just the 20th now. In this case, I'm just like, ugh. But I had the tech meeting in person, and they basically gave it the okay. So they were waiting on that. Mm-hmm. So I just need to say yes, 20th. Probably need to do that tonight before I forget, but it's been crazy. But then I'll get the contract, sign it, and then I can kind of finalize some rehearsal stuff. So
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, nice one, man. Keep working at it. And when is it as well? Sorry, I don't think we said a date.
Oh, it's going to be the 20th of August. I kept saying the 20th, but I didn't say what month.
Yeah.
We're literally going to be coming off the 6-day Edinburgh run and then straight into final rehearsal. We'll do like a final rehearsal or two into the performance and then it's done.
Oh, wicked. Wow. Very cool.
But we're going to start, once we get the contract in, we're probably going to start promoting it pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah.
I need to start promoting Edinburgh Fringe really soon. I'm just waiting for it to go live on their website because we've submitted it. We've got everything. It's happening, right? But it's a case that when they release new shows every 2 weeks.
All right.
So it'll either be this. It might come out next week, maybe, on the Edinburgh Fringe website. So yeah, but if you follow us, you'll see it. I'll be So yeah. But as we always do, we talk about everything else apart from the very reason we're here today.
No, let's talk about other things.
Oh, no way. May as well do a point or two, eh?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I suppose so. Well, you know, if we have to. But
Owen's got to keep us on track.
Only all I want to say is that, you know, only a fool would take a lot of time to write down all the points from the episode and then basically spend almost no time on it whatsoever. But
no.
Which is what this fool keeps doing. But I actually quite enjoy it, to be honest. I think it's quite funny.
Hey,
it's the running joke.
It's there if we need it. Exactly. That's the thing.
But it's the running joke that doesn't get old. Is what I like about it. Yeah. Have you got a D20 or shall I roll?
I can do. Oh, right.
Go on if you like.
There.
Yeah.
You may as well go for it.
Go on then. I have rolled an 11. Oh.
You just get the list up. Oh, you got it. Usually you're the one that speaks it, so you roll this time and I'll speak.
Go on.
Let's switch the rolls up a bit. Let me just find, as Kyle says, your essay.
The essay, yeah. Oh, mate, it's
11. Julian and Lionel tried to hack the mechanics stream. Yes.
This.
And by the way, that's done really well for TikTok. That
has it?
Conservative, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It's in the top 3 of our best TikToks.
I'm not surprised. I mean, the bit about it had to be a short. Basically, it was that, and then there's another short that came out this week as well that had me laughing even more. I actually, it's the one.
The cost of living one.
Yeah, cost of living one, which is so fun. Honestly, I laughed so hard, and then I had to. Ben was working really hard on something. I was like, "Mate, do you want like 30 seconds just to have a laugh?" So I showed him it again, and he was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I said that."
It's wild.
Oh, it is. It's madness, absolute madness.
Oh, but
but
Josh died off. I've never seen Josh like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's so
talking
funny.
to Josh.
Very rarely.
Talking to Josh, he's just turned up in the chat yet.
Hey.
But the thing is, it wasn't just. It was all of us were gone, but Josh in particular was gone, and then you afterwards just I think you had your head in your shirt because it's just I know because it's just so.
No,
mad.
I was like, I can't believe that. Just sometimes Ben comes out with these one-liners, which is just like you have to kind of like blink and go, what?
The great thing about just playing a character in general is you can say those things that you would never say or actually mean in real life. But particularly with Ben, Sir Julian is Ben with no filter, I think. But pretty much. I mean, yeah. Yes, Josh. Max Ruddy Hell. I agree.
Max Ruddy Hell, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, some of the stuff. I mean, you'll see by the end of the first half of that episode, I think, or episode 5 technically, there was a little bit where it got to the end of the chatting about hacking the stream and stuff like that, where I was like, oh my god, how do we bring this together with 5 minutes left? And we managed to just about do it, and it was, but I don't think we've ever had two such differing stories going on at the same time. It's madness. I mean, maybe the surfing one, where they went surfing and you went to go and
I did the actual
the mission.
What you intended.
Yeah, maybe that. But I think this might have been worse because with the surfing one, at least you're like, oh, it's surfing, so it'll be in a beach, and then all right, there'll be an Australian bloke serving burgers or whatever.
Yeah, obviously.
Something like that. Silly stuff that you can make up. Whereas this one, it was all on the internet, and I was like, I literally cannot set anything on the internet. Or maybe that's the next challenge. Set something that's based totally on the internet. But, oh, God. It's madness, that. Absolute madness. And the thing is, in the middle, obviously, we have a break between recording episode 5 and episode 6. So I mentioned to Ben, and I said, where's this going? And he went, I don't know. I have no idea. I was like, just give me a clue. Maybe I can, steer it in a direction. He's like, no. But you gotta love it.
Yeah.
Sometimes those are the best ones. So that's the thing. You have quite often. I think it's more fun to let them ride and see what happens. Because man, sometimes you can get the funniest stuff out of that. And I think we did, because we got them being able to control the kids, which was very fun, especially as it sort of got into the fighting stuff. I mean, that was really good fun. The political kids versus the fight kids. I mean, that's amazing. So good. Yeah. I'm chuffed with how those 2 episodes came out compared to like how that could have gone. That could have been so much worse. Oh dear. But the scary thing is, I think, now I don't know 100% yet, because it will all depend on what happens next, but the next lasers that we film, I think, will be the end of this season, from the looks of things.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
It feels like it's getting there.
Yeah. And I do have a plan. I know what I want to happen. I know the thing that I'd like to happen, and I've got a really interesting thing going on with the MacGuffin, and I hope that you guys have started to work out what it is. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I mean, there was a lot of mucking around, so maybe not, but it's something that if you haven't already, I'll sort of, it's nothing massive, but it's just like, oh, that's interesting that you've linked that up. And yeah, I'm really interested to see how it ends, because I know the one thing I have left that I want you to do. So of course you're not going to do that, and I'm going to have to find a way to do something else that will work. So
Yep. Enough said.
Yeah. The one wonderful thing about it though is, because I knew I had you set on this, in this one place, and it was going to be for what's been basically 7 episodes, or it might be more depending on what happens. I have to have backup stuff all over the place. Like I've got stuff all over the place. I'm like, okay, I could do this, I could do that. you know. And if they walk over here, right, this is here now, and you know, I can move things around. It's if we don't use stuff in in these episodes, I've got ideas for next ones, and it's really cool. It's, you know, quite nice to be able to have something like that. But, yeah. Shall we have a quick chat about what's coming up next?
Yes. I was thinking about that. Yeah. Candelera Screwy.
Candelera, you say?
Candelera Screwy.
We spent it's actually Cisco, I think, spent a few minutes taking the mick out of you saying Candelera. So.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But I was really good that episode.
You were
really good.
You were.
I was. I'm happy. Probably because I've been watching the Critical Role Candela, so I was so used to hearing Candela, Oscura, you know. I actually said it right. I say it right now.
I still save all the audio files and video files under Candelabra.
Oh. I'm stained with this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So we recorded another Candela, a couple of episodes, which is awesome. I really like Candela. It's I for a while I've been wanting to, or been thinking about doing sort of a Blades in the Dark type thing, and this has come along. It's perfect, exactly the sort of thing that I was thinking of doing myself. So I'm really pleased. But yeah, these couple episodes are mad. I mean, that fourth episode in particular, there's some stuff that happens that to a couple of the characters, it's just like, oh no, oh Jesus, this is big.
And let me tell you, we've not even hit the crescendo.
No, I know. Actually, do you know what I say? I say it only happened to a couple of characters. I think that in that fourth episode, there's a big thing that happens to each one of those characters. Thinking about it now.
In some degree or another, yes, there's some big things that do happen. So I'm really interested to where I've been thinking about it since then, because obviously we're recording again very soon, so a week on Saturday really. We'll be recording again, so I am actively thinking about stuff, and there's some really stuff that and we didn't get to everything.
I bet. I think you said we got to roughly half of what you were planning. Yeah.
So but actually it kind of like for the next episode, the next chapter, will build it out, and again there'll be a decision to be made if because like say Critical Role do 3 chapters for a circle of people, they bring in like guests and stuff, and also existing Critical Role members, they do 3 chapters, and that's like a circle. But that's how they do their programming. It's not necessarily, you don't have to run the game like that.
Okay.
But if so I'm building it like that as for me, and it's really, there is a lot of homebrewing there where for instance, I'm really kind of playing into the narrative. So like usually you're meant to do like the some of the end elements, you know, for like a break. I won't go into what we did because we started with that. So but like there's moments you know, the characters can take a break, and it's but I build that into the narrative, and I'm doing that at the beginning of the next episode. Blur it out. And you know, and so it's going to be, you know, so I'm really going with the narrative and then adding the game mechanics as a byproduct. Actually, the way I've been going with it. So because Candela is very story based, heavily story based. There's like very little combat. It's a complete other end of D&D. It's like if D&D went like this, like even D&D can be, you could totally just RP D&D. You don't have to fight. There's people who do like Sims version of D&D. Like, you know, like they build like homes and communities. It's about actually like relationships.
I mean,
you know, there's even dating ones. They even do dating campaign. You know, it's like, you know.
I mean, Lasers technically doesn't have any fighting mechanics at all. It's only because it's a fun thing to have in there that it's in there,
Yeah.
but it's not actually part of the game whatsoever. So yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'm really but yeah, what were your like? Obviously, giving this little away is what were your kind of, I guess, kind of just initial thoughts as leading up to when it's released? First episode will be next week. Then
Next week, yeah, exactly. And I do have a clip to show, so we'll do that in a minute. Yeah, oh yeah.
I love a good clip.
Yes, I thought you might. But I mean, my initial thoughts. I like where we ended up after the last episode, and I want to say the theatricality of it. I don't want to say a word that's going to give anything away, but just the
energy.
Yes,
big.
It did.
At the end.
It did. But just it's a different sort of obstacle that you've put in front of us. And one I think none of us are particularly equipped to deal with, which I think when you're playing in character, like as the character, you're like, oh what the hell am I going to do? And there's a couple of times where I had that. I was like, I'm not even close to being okay to be able to do this, like as a character. But in my head, I'm like, that's the best moments though, because that's where you can do something completely unexpected, or
with it's again, this is another difference between something like D&D, which is like you are just normal human beings.
Yeah.
Like you're and with this game, it's cosmic horror. In horror, you're always outmatched.
Yeah, that's
in the situation. May it be a creature, maybe X, Y, or in fact, just other people. Some of the scariest films out there are just people in mass.
True.
Like Mike Myers, you know what I mean? Like, it's just
yeah.
a really tall dude in a mask who is super psychopathic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's something. I mean, it's always been said there's something about not being able to see somebody's face, isn't there? And I mean, the thing that I enjoy about it is I think it's the first time where we've gone not completely away from the comedy side of things. I think that we all have our moments, and I dare say I try to be the comic relief, but I don't always. I don't always do that because I don't think it's always necessary. Sometimes you have to let those moments lie, but I do think that's fun to be that character that's comic relief. But everybody does it, to be honest. But it's that first time where we're like, okay, look, we are horror first. We're gonna do the dark side first, and then have the comedy lead in, just to let those give those moments of, look, we're not here to completely ruin everyone, and here we're still here to have fun. But I think it's a different way of playing a game, and I've got to say it's something I'm still getting used to, but I like it. I like that way of playing.
There's also a component to that as well, as if throwing that comedy in there, is that the character's way of coping with the situation?
Yes,
is definitely. That also comedy as well? Do I make you pay for it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, it's just like if you're like literally like not like in our D&D stuff, I can play it off and Darius gets a bit pissed off and you're like, fuck you. The things that happen, obviously, without giving much away, is like if you go that route, there's going to be certain fuck around, find out things.
There's a very stupid idea that I had, and I love how you looked at, like, you took a moment of just going, and then he went, I'm here to play how you want to play, and I was just like, oh no, I better not do that. Like, he's taking me seriously.
I was just like,
yeah,
you're gonna make me do it.
Yeah,
you're gonna make me do it.
Yeah, because I could just tell you were just gonna go, and you're dead. But yeah, I mean, I have noticed that you are. I want to say less forgiving, but that's not fair. You're just more in keeping with the rules of this game compared to D&D, which is right. That's exactly how it should be. But it,
because that's the nature of this game. Like,
yeah, exactly. You have to do.
It's-
Exactly, you're 100% right. You have to play it that way, and I think it's particularly for me to remember that because sometimes.
Well, that's the thing because in D&D you can be like, haha, play away this spell. Whereas with this, it's just like, haha.
Yeah. I mean,
I like it. Yeah, it wouldn't be horror otherwise.
Yeah, there is something that happens in that 4th episode where it's sort of like, oh, somebody had a good idea. Oh, let's all go along with it. And there are consequences for the stupid thing we did. And it was like, oh no. There are consequences.
Yeah, and I think that's the interesting thing as well, because in the game, even when you get a 4 or 5, it's a mixed success. So you get something, but there's also a slight implication or a consequence.
Yes, true.
Not a major one, it's a minor one. But it's like give and take. Again, it kind of helps build in that horror element of, kind of gives a note to your mortality.
Yes. Definitely. Well, shall we watch a clip?
Yes! Wait till I get on Twitch. Wait.
No worries. Well, I need to give a caveat and also a little explanation to this. So, first of all, apologies. There's basically I got this episode on Saturday last week. So obviously it's Thursday now. I'm good, but I'm not that quick. So I think there's 1 or 2 minor sound issues on this, and it doesn't fade in and out quite as I wanted it to. But at least we've got something, and I think it's nicer to at least have something that we can show. This is near the start of episode 3. You may remember that we have appeared on some steps. Steps of Giants, I think it was called in episode 2, and it's just what happens as we're appearing on those steps. So what I will do is I will pause the music and we shall pop over and take a look at this. All right.
Let's narrate what's happened here from both Theobald and Professor Klaus. So can you guys, we'll start with Klaus first, since you rolled the 6 first. Tell us how you stick this landing, and with a gilded, it has to be fancy.
There's only one thing it could be. Superhero, 3-point landing, perfect, both feet on the ground, followed by the arm. Hello.
Okay. And Theobald, how do you stick your arm?
I imagine because this place itself is kind of like full of bleed, I will imagine, kind of thing, like just because where we are and stuff like that. For a second you don't really see it, but on Theobald's mind, as he's falling kind of like really rapidly like that, he sees like a Jack and a couple of other like old Farron looking ghosts that actually go behind him, and he falls on top of them. So you see him almost like floating for a second weirdly in the air, and then kind of like falling in a very weird position, like it doesn't really make sense, like almost like he stopped just before he got to the bottom. And kind of like coolly looking with a face like, oh, because he will be kind of like freaking out by it as well.
Right. Now, Arthur, we have a mixed success from you. So you're not going to come out unscathed, but it's not going to be awful. You are going to take 1 mark of body. Tell us how you nearly fall on your face.
Well, I think what happens is he does in fact make the perfect landing, and it is more impressive than the 3-point landing from the Doctor. But what he doesn't realise is that he's landed right on the edge of the step. So he stands there like, and then the step just gives way underneath him, and he goes plummeting down another step, like rubble and shit just falling all over him.
Brilliant.
And he's just underneath like.
Yeah. We'll say you landed at the top of the step where everybody else landed below. You landed there, and you went, ha ha!
Oh no.
He's going to pick himself up and go back into 3-point landing, and then just like.
Are you okay there?
Totally meant it.
Yeah. I don't remember what my voice is.
Oh dear. There's a running joke about Josh not remembering the voice for a while. It's quite good.
Yeah.
That's pretty close to the start of the episode. There's there's a brilliant bit of setup by you, and I have made it theatrically quite. I've done a couple of little tricks in there that I think you'll like.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah,
fantastic.
But yeah, that's just a taste, a little amuse-bouche.
A little nibble,
and I like. I mean, without going into obviously not wanting to give too much away, it's the 2 episodes coming out. So obviously episode 3 will be next week, and episode 4 the week after. They're so different, I think, in what happens in each one.
Yeah,
it's night and day. The difference. But
I'm happy to give the title away of the episode.
That is exactly what I was going to say next. Yeah, did you want to give the title away? Yeah.
Yes. So next week we go into this is Assignment Lightborn Chapter 2, A Dark Descent.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh man. So does that mean then that the next one that we film is Chapter 3, and that's the? Are you going to treat it in the same way as?
I'm good. Yeah. So I mean, we might continue with these characters depending what happens, of course, and then, or, there's future adventures we can do with this, or that's it there. Sure. It really depends how things unfold. But that would be what I would say would close the assignment out.
Gotcha.
And there might be a new assignments in the future, because you are a circle of investigators, effectively. This is just one case. But your first case is coming across pretty darn tootin' hard.
Yeah, it has been down tootin' hard, I agree. But I mean, it's
trial by fire.
yeah, definitely. Anything else we want to give away? I don't think there's much. Cisco's joining us again, so.
Wow!
Yeah, I know.
Surprise.
Yeah, but I genuinely, I really enjoy how Cisco plays his character. I'm such a fan of his role playing. He's so good, but he still has that little bit of okay. Look, we're not taking this 100% seriously all the time. We can have a bit of fun. He's picked it up so well, and it's an absolute pleasure to play with him.
Yeah, it's getting the energy of the group, to how we kind of play and how he kind of plays. First one, you guys, I feel feeling each other. Second, I feel that second chapter it was starting to meld a lot better. Yeah. So I'm really excited for episode 3, where I feel like maybe you guys can just let loose and just, do your thing.
Oh yeah. I think that's it. We've got past the. I don't quite know what to do or how to play this now, which is nice. And I think that takes a couple of episodes to sort of, shake off the.
I mean, that's me too. Like there was stuff like what was it? I screwed up with the alignment track at the end of the last episode and how it worked, and then I actually did this for the setup, which we do like. Oh, we can give this away. We do the illumination track stuff, which is like, it's like advancement into character stuff, and the guys can take a rest. That's how it starts basically. There's a bit of that without going into the role play of it. So that happens, but it was like, oh, I get the way too many points than they deserved. But we brought it back. So, I'm brand new to this as, someone running the game, let alone, because I have to obviously understand how to play it too. Like, so obviously I watch a lot of the Critical Role stuff because it is their game, through their company, Darrington Press. So, so, learning a lot. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, well done. It's been brilliant so far. I'm loving it, and I genuinely can't wait for the next episode for us to film, because I feel like
you're gonna lose your shit.
I bet.
I swear. That's all I'm gonna say.
It feels
lose your shit.
Where you stopped it. It's sort of a cliffhanger to an extent. And it's like, oh my god, I want to know more, but also you haven't just left us completely hanging when we're like, what the hell? Like, it was a lovely place, because there was a moment where you could have stopped it, and I was like, please don't stop here, I want to know just a bit more, and you kept it going for another like 10 or 15. I was like, thank God you let that go, because there was 100 million questions I had, and then you were like, no, we're going to explore this a little bit. Let's explore it before we finish up. And that was the perfect thing.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And this is definitely the cliffhanger leading up to the crescendo of the assignment. So, no, it's going to get insane. It really is. I mean, I have been. Let's just say I've been pretty tame so far.
Oh, whoa.
It's going to get spicy, man.
All I'm saying, look, I'm gonna give one thing away, and it's massive, and it's that for some weird reason, and I don't understand why, you don't let me transport the science mobile with me when I go through the portal.
Oh, why? Oh, why did I let you let a whole car all the way underground? Why didn't I do that? Oh, well, because it's impossible.
Oh god, I like how we're talking about ghosts and.
I've actually disassembled every single part.
Yes.
Your old grad parts did several trips.
Yes. Fair point. Fair point.
Like, hold on, things going on down here. We just got to come back and do a return trip. Hold the phone. We'll be right back after these messages.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I just would have made things so much more stupid. Yeah. Oh well. Maybe I can find a way to bring it in for the third episode, or the third filming. But yeah. Oh,
well.
Oh dear. Right. Anything else from you, or shall we bid these fine people adieu?
No. I'm good.
Well, in that case, I will say have a lovely bank holiday weekend, you lucky people. David, I assume you've at least got the day off for the bank holiday?
Why would you think that?
Oh, actually, no, you do touristy stuff, so that's the worst time to be having time
I
off.
work every day, dude. I don't work when it's not sunny.
Yeah, there you go.
Effectively, you know.
And you are in Scotland, so that's 95%.
For heavy rain or wind, I get a day off.
Yeah, not 95% of the time you're off, yeah. So.
Definitely not these last couple of weeks, man.
We're
gonna hell. So tired.
Oh dear. Alrighty. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Please do enjoy the next episode of Candela. It's out same as usual. It's 8 o'clock on a Thursday for the next 2 weeks. So episode 3 and then episode 4 coming out. Yes. And
join us in the shadows.
Genuinely, you will. It left me open mouthed in episode 4, where I was just like, oh no. Honestly, like, wow, it was big. Anywho, goodbye, peeps. See you again soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.